It's been a big year for Polish MMA fighters. Joanna had a big fight, and now Jan Blachowicz is fighting for the title. What does it mean to you to be a part of that group?
Hi. Yeah, thank you. It's good to be that kind of group, and always I'm happy when my colleagues getting well, and this is good for a Polish MMA, of course, and that's getting bigger and bigger because then uh, gonna hear in the news about it, so people gonna know what is MMA, what is mixed martial arts.
How would you say the sport has grown back in Poland? Obviously, having big name fighters in big fights helps a lot, but how would you say it's grown over the last few years?
Yeah, it's really popular. It's getting really popular. People wanna do MMA, grappling a lot. MMA is getting common that people don't want to go only to the gym and do fitness. They want to do something else and more to get some new skills. And yeah, I think is important. To get that knowledge is not only good to do the fitness and to watch how your muscles growing, but to learn something what can be useful for you.
I know your last two fights didn't go your way. Just when you go back to the gym, can you talk about what you learned from those fights to get better as a fighter?
Yes, of course. Yeah, all the time you win or you learn. So that's to learn give me a lot of knowledge what I have to do in the future to be better fighter, and I hope I can show it in this fight. But yeah,
You're fighting Mike Rodriguez. What does he bring that makes him a dangerous opponent?
yes, his kicks, his knees. I watch his fights, and he's dangerous stand-up fighter. Yeah, he's a southpaw that is also unorthodox. Yeah, that's make the change. Maybe why he win his fights as well. Yeah.
Got it. Last question. What would it mean to you? Obviously you did good in one championship, but what would it mean personally to get that first UFC victory?
Yeah, it's something for I was waiting for a long time. Yeah, in one championship was I did it well, and everything was good. And when I came to UFC, I want to show up in a good way, and maybe that's why that went wrong. But yeah, it is what it is, and I hope and I train for it. I sweat for it to make it all better now. Let's see what it's gonna be on Sunday evening.
Okay, thank you very much, Marcin.
Oh, Saturday.
Our next question is from Gabriel Pengelingen with Dojo Drifter.
Marcin, how you doing?
I'm fine, thanks. And you?
Yeah, I'm doing great. So it's been some time since your last fight. It's been
Yeah,
a
it's
2 year
some time.
period. So what has the last 2 years been like for you? What have you been working on?
Oh, last 2 years was pretty pity for me because first I had the injury after the fight, and after that I had another injury. So it was like at least 1 year of injuries. And then I came back to training. Of course, in the time when I had injuries, I trained as well, but was not all the training on the mat. So I did everything to get better and better, and I can go back to the mat. So it was really tough years for me. I learned a lot from that. For sure, I learned the patient, and I hope I will show it in this fight. Yeah, I was working on everything after the injury. After my yeah my body, my core, my technique, mental also. So everything together. It's not one thing. You have to become better fighter all the time. And also after my two fights, if I don't learn something new now, that I want to learn it never maybe. So I think I get the point what was needed in the last two fights, and let's see what it's gonna be now.
Yeah, after the rough start you've had down at the UFC, do you feel like your back is against the wall? Is there a bit of pressure or desperation here going into your third fight?
I don't feel any pressure anymore. So maybe in the last two fights I feel pressure. That's why I want to show up in a good way, and that went in not my way. But that time I don't give any pressure to myself. It will be what it will be. I'm ready for everything. I'm prepared 100%, and I'm just happy. I'm here again. I can fight, and this is maybe a little bit different because the last two fights I feel a little bit stressed, but now I feel only happy that I'm here again and I gonna fight. So it's like that.
Hmm. Yeah, and being a fighter, it's very difficult, especially with all the injuries you've had to deal with. So, what has kept you motivated throughout this whole process?
Yeah, what is keeping motivated? Yeah, yeah, it's something in you. You have to have something to motivate yourself. Your goals, maybe your ambitions, your goals. What I give to myself. Uh, Many years ago I give myself some goals and I want to achieve it, and I'm 20 years in the martial sports now, so it's many years, and it's like it would be difficult to leave it like that because I lose once or twice. So yeah, that keep me motivated. I work really hard for it, and I do my best all the time. Maybe last two fights didn't show it, but you never see it. You never see the thing what is before the fight. You only see the fight in TV, and it is easy to watch it.
Yeah, well, we hope that motivation carries you to victory this weekend. Best of luck, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Our last question is from Rodney James Edgar with MMAsoldier.net.
Hey, what's going on, man? First and foremost, where did you do your camp? Are you still based out of the Netherlands for your fight camps?
Can you repeat, please?
Where did you do your fight camp for this fight?
Yeah, I spar a lot. I did many technique. I watched the videos of my opponent. I prepare everything for him. So was more technical. Sparring also we use all the time the person who is similar to my opponent. So was a lot to what it was a lot to learn, but I think we did it a really great job, and we work also on the defense now more. So I hope it will be all good now.
Where is the camp, the team located?
We did it in Holland. We did the training camp in Holland in Deventer. This time we stayed there all the time before I moved from Poland to Holland and back and forward. And I think that was also maybe some problem. But that time we decided to stay always in Holland. We use the sparring partners what we had here. Also, it's not that easy time now. It's Corona time, and the gyms at the beginning was closed, so we had to struggle a little bit. But end of the day was everything perfect because when the fight was announced, the gyms get open, so we can train normal in the gym, and we get more sparring partners. Yeah, mostly we was focused on the sparring, on the technique, and my physical is good, always was good. I train for so many years already. It's not like I'm here for 2 years. It's 20 years in the sport already.
Know right now with the pandemic, it's very difficult to travel, especially overseas. So I wonder, how soon did you come to the United States to make sure that everything went smoothly?
Yeah, we came Sunday, just a week before fight, but there was a lot of paperwork before we could came here. It was much more than normal. So, and always you have to wear also the mask everywhere. and yeah, it was pretty difficult, but you can do everything if you need it.
Here you are. I have to ask an obligatory Apex question. This is your first time at the Apex. It's going to be your first time fighting. It's going to be a little bit, different with no audience. So first of all, what do you think about the facility? Because it's adjacent to the Performance Institute, another world-class facility. What do you think about those places?
So we're just gonna be there first time today because of the Corona restricted. We couldn't come there before because of the test, everything, and we came in the last few days, 3 days ago or something. So yeah, we're gonna be there first time today. So I don't know, but I heard really good things about it. I hope it will be like I heard about it. But here also we have a really good staff, the catering with the food. It's all good with supplements as well. So it's perfect, you know. It's we get all we need.
Just one more from me. So we talked about earlier the long layoff. I wonder, how does a prize fighter earn their living when you are not able to fight?
What do you mean?
Like, how do you have to work a regular job when you're not fighting?
No, no. I have some saving money, and yeah, I just live from the saving money. It's like that, you know. Yeah, if I don't have any saving, then I have to go to work, and then would be more difficult. But yeah, I did some, so it was more easy for me to stay that time no working, and I could be focused on it, on the fighting.